Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Crochet for Baby. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this baby dress for a baby between 9 and 12 months. I have a friend that lives in Alaska and she asked me to make this baby dress for her little girl, so I used thicker yarn since she plans to wear it for the holiday season. You can also make this little dress smaller or bigger for a newborn. From 0 to 1 month, all you have to do is just use a 3mm crochet hook with baby yarn number 3. For baby between 1 and 3 months, use a 3.5mm crochet hook also with baby yarn number 3. And between 3 and 6 months, use a 4mm crochet hook with baby yarn number 3. And now for babies between 6 and 9 months, use a 4.5mm crochet hook with medium number 4 yarn. Also, between 18 and 24 months, use a 6mm crochet hook. And remember, the sizes that I give you, they're not exact. They're based on my internet research, and since not all babies are the same size. In the description box, I will leave the measurements to this finished dress. So without further ado, let's get started, and thank you for watching. Okay, to begin, I'm using this 5.5mm crochet hook with this medium number 4 yarn. For those of you who ask, I'm using Red Heart with Love. It's a medium number 4, and this one here is in the color Holly Berry. Okay, so to begin, I have 45 chains. Beginning on the second chain from the hook, right here, we're going to make a single crochet. A single crochet into the next chain, and a single crochet into each one of these chains until you come to the very end. At the end of this first row, you should have a total of 44 single crochets. I will meet you at the end to show you the second row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this first row. I have a total of 44 single crochets. Now, for the second row, we're going to chain 3. We're going to turn, and beginning into this first single crochet, not into this space because we already have these 3 chains that count as 1 double crochet, we're going to make a double crochet. Including the 3 chains, we have 2. Into the next, 1 more double crochet, that's 3. That's 4. And into the next space, 2 double crochets together, 1 and 2. Okay, so your repeat sequence for this second row is going to consist of making 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same space, 1 and 2. This is how you're going to continue this second row, so continue like this all the way to the very end. Remember, your repeat sequence is make 4 double crochets and into the next space 2 double crochets together. I will meet you at the end to show you the third row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row. I have a total of 52 double crochets for this row. Now, for the third row, we're going to chain 3 and we're going to turn. And into this next double crochet, this one here, not here, because these 3 chains count as 1 double crochet, we're going to make a double crochet. Then we're going to make a double crochet here, double crochet, and then we have these 2 double crochets, so we're going to make double crochet, and into the next 2 double crochets together. So the increase is going to come right after the 2 double crochets here. Okay, so there's 2 double crochets, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the next 2 double crochets together, 1, 2. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, and then we have these 2 double crochets together, so double crochet, and into the next double crochet, which is the double crochet after this increase, we're going to make 2 double crochets together into this space. Okay, so let me show you. Double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next 2 double crochets together. 1 and 2. This is all you're going to do for this 3rd row, so continue like this. I will meet you at the end to show you the 4th row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 3rd row to finish this row, and all the ones that follow. When we have these 3 chains here at the beginning, you're just going to go into the last chain and make your last double crochet into that last chain, and that's how you're going to end every row. Now for this 3rd row, you should have a total of 60 double crochets. Now for the 4th row, we're going to chain 3, we're going to turn, and we're going to do the same thing we did on the previous row. We're going to work an increase right after we see the increase from the previous row, and the increase is these 2 double crochets. So into the next double crochet, which is this one here, you're going to make 2 double crochets. So let me show you. There's 3 chains, which counts as 1 double crochet. So into the next, we're going to make a double crochet. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, and into the next double crochet, which is the double crochet right after the V stitch down in the row below, you're going to make 2 double crochets. Okay, so again, here's our V stitch here, so double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, 2 double crochets into this next stitch. So double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same space. This is all you're going to do for this 4th row. So continue like this, making sure to increase right after you see your V stitch, so into the next stitch. I will meet you at the end of this row to show you the 5th row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 4th row. I have a total of 68 double crochets. Now for the 5th row, we're going to chain 3 and we're going to turn. We're going to do the exact same thing we did on the previous row. We're going to work an increase right after you see this V stitch, which is your increase. So into this next double crochet, we're going to make 2 double crochets. So let me show you. We have 3 chains, so there's 1 double crochet into the next, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same double crochet, and 2. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet. Here's your V stitch, double crochet, and into the next 2 double crochets into that double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same space. Okay, so continue like this for this 5th row. I will meet you at the end to show you the 6th row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 5th row. I have a total of 76 double crochets for this row. Now for the 6th row, we're going to chain 3 and we're going to turn. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to work 2 double crochets here into this next double crochet right after you have your increase from the previous row, your V-stitch. Okay, so let me show you. The 3 chains count as 1 double crochet, so into the next double crochet you're going to make a double crochet. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets, and into the next double crochet 2 double crochets together, 1 and 2. Okay, again, so we're going to work double crochets until we come to the next double crochet right after your V-stitch. Double crochet, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the next 2 double crochets together, 1 and 2. This is how you're going to work this 6th row, so continue like this all the way to the end. I will meet you there to show you the 7th row. Okay, I'm here at the end of the 6th row. I have a total of 84 double crochets for this row. Now for the 7th row, we're going to chain 3 and turn. In this row, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to work double crochets and then 2 double crochets into this double crochet. That's the next double crochet after these 2 double crochets that are together. Okay, so beginning here, we have the 3 chains that count as 1 double crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double crochets, and into the next double crochet 2 double crochets together. Okay, and now again we're going to do the same thing. Here's our V-stitch. Into this next double crochet we're going to work 2 double crochets together. So beginning here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and into the next 2 double crochets into the same space. Okay, this is all you're going to do, so continue this way. I will meet you at the end of this row to show you the 8th row. Okay, I'm here at the end of the 7th row. I have a total of 92 double crochets for this row. Now for the 8th row, we're going to chain 3 and we're going to turn. In this row, we're going to divide our sleeves. So including these 3 chains that count as 1 double crochet, we're going to make a total of 13 double crochets. So there's 1 into the next double crochet, make a double crochet, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 double crochets. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 4, and we're going to skip a total of 20 double crochets, and on the 21st double crochet, which is this one here right after my stitch marker, I'm going to make a double crochet. And now I'm going to continue making double crochets for a total of 26 double crochets. Continue like this. I will meet you here after we're done making these 26 double crochets to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making my 26 double crochets, and then again I chained 4. I'm going to skip a total of 20 double crochets, and on the 21st double crochet, which is this one here, I'm going to make a double crochet. And now I'm just going to continue with my double crochets for a total of 13, which is my remaining ones here on this side. I will meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making my last 13 double crochets here on this side, and this is what my yoke looks like. It's measuring from here to here. It measures about 4.5 inches, which is about 11 centimeters. So now what we're going to do to complete this row is we're going to join both sides here. I'm going to go into this last chain and make a slip stitch just like this. Then I'm going to turn, and on top of this first double crochet on this side, I'm going to make a single crochet. I'm going to skip this double crochet, and into the next I'm going to make a fan of 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. So that's 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets into the same space. Skip 1 double crochet, and into the next a single crochet. Skip 1 double crochet, and into the next again a fan. 3 double crochets, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, skip 1 double crochet, and into the next a single crochet, skip 1 double crochet, and into the next a fan again. 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 double crochet, and here at the end make a single crochet. Skip 1 chain. Remember, here we have 4 chains. Skip 1 chain, and into the next make a fan. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 chain, and into this first double crochet on the side make a single crochet. Skip 1 double crochet, and into the next double crochet make your fan. Continue like this all the way to the other end here, where we're going to work maybe a couple of adjustments so that on this side we do the exact same thing we did here on this side. So continue with this sequence. I will meet you here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at this other end. I have 3 double crochets left. I'm almost done with this fan, so here we're going to make a small adjustment. instead of skipping one double crochet and making my single crochet on top of this next one, we're going to make our single crochet on top of this last double crochet of this side. And then I'm going to skip one chain, and into the next chain here I'm going to make a fan. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Skip these chains, and on top of this first double crochet on this side we're going to make our single crochet. Okay, and now here we're just going to continue with the same sequence. Skip one double crochet and into the next make your fan. I will meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end. This is my last fan. I have a total of 14 fans. I have these 2 double crochets left. I'm going to skip them, and into this first single crochet that I did here, I'm going to make a slip stitch. And this is how I finished this first row of fans. Now for the second row, I'm going to turn, and into this first double crochet of this fan, I'm going to make a slip stitch. Then into the next double crochet, the second double crochet, I'm going to make a single crochet. Inside this chain 1 space, I'm going to make my first fan of 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have the next 3 double crochets on top of the second double crochet. Make a single crochet. Between this fan and this first fan, we have a single crochet right here in the middle. I'm going to make again one more fan of 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And into the second double crochet of this fan right here, I'm going to make a single crochet. Inside the chain 1 space, again 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top of the second double crochet, make a single crochet between this fan and this fan right here in the middle. Inside this single crochet, again 5 double crochets. This is all we're going to do for this second row of fans. So continue like this with this same sequence. I will meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end. I finished this last fan inside this chain 1 space. Then into the second double crochet, I did my single crochet. And to finish, we need to make one more fan. We're going to make our last fan right here into this space, which is right in the very middle. So in there, we're going to make 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now to finish this second row, what we're going to do is we're going to join to the single crochet that we did right here on this second double crochet. So we're going to make a slip stitch. And this is how we finish this second row. Now for the third row, we're going to turn. We're going to make a slip stitch into these first 2 double crochets of this fan. So slip stitch, and on top of the third double crochet, we're going to make a single crochet. Now what we're going to do is between each fan, this one and this one, we have a single crochet. This is where we're going to work in this third row all of our fans. So right in between each fan, we have the single crochet. That's where we're going to work our fans in this row. So beginning here, we're going to make 5 double crochets. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to make a single crochet on top of the 3rd double crochet of this next fan. So it's the middle double crochet right there. Make a single crochet. Then between this fan and this fan, right in the middle, we have our single crochet. So make 5 double crochets there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the next fan on top of the 3rd double crochet, make your single crochet, and then again between this fan and this fan, right in the middle, into the single crochet, you make your 5 double crochets. Continue like this for this 3rd row. I will meet you at the end right here to show you how we're going to complete this 3rd row and then start on our 4th row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 3rd row of fans. I did my last single crochet on top of this fan, so now I need to make my last fan. And to make my last fan, I'm going to go into this little hole that's right here. This is the slip stitch that we did before we turned. So right there, this is where I'm going to insert my hook and make my last fan of 5 double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to join, we have this first single crochet that we did on top of the 3rd double crochet of this fan. So in there, I'm going to insert my hook and make my slip stitch. And this is how I finish my 3rd row. Now for the 4th row, we're going to turn, and I'm going to show you here the little hole that is left when we do the slip stitch. This is where you're going to finish each row, and this is where you're going to make your last fan into this little hole here. Okay, so here what we're going to do is for every row you're going to turn. So for this row, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to work a slip stitch onto the 1st double crochet, a slip stitch onto the 2nd double crochet, and a single crochet on top of the 3rd double crochet. And then here you're going to do the exact same thing between this fan and this fan. Right in the middle, we have our single crochet of the previous row. So you're just going to make 5 double crochets there. That's 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to make a single crochet on top of the 3rd double crochet of this fan. And again, between this fan and this fan, right in the middle, we have the single crochet, so that's where you're going to make your 5 double crochets. This is all you're going to do for this 4th row, so continue like this all around. I will meet you here at the end to show you again how to finish this row and then start on our 5th row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 4th row. I just need to make my last fan right here. This is where I have the slip stitch that I showed you on the previous row when we began. That's where I'm going to insert my hook and make my last fan. This is what you're going to do for every row. That's how you're going to end with this last fan right there into this space where we have the slip stitch. That's 4 and 5. And to finish, we're going to join here where we have the first single crochet on top of this 3rd double crochet. So on top here we have the single crochet, so insert your hook and make a slip stitch. This is how you're going to end this row and all the ones that follow. And then for your next row, this is what you're going to do. You're going to turn. At every row we always turn, and into the 1st double crochet of this fan we're going to make a slip stitch onto the 2nd double crochet, and a single crochet on top of the third double crochet. There it is. And now we're going to work the same thing, a fan. Between this fan and this fan we have the single crochet, so in there you're going to make 5 double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to make a single crochet on top of the third double crochet of the next fan. And again, between this fan and this fan, right in the middle, we have the single crochet, so you're going to make 5 double crochets there. This is all you're going to do for this row and all the rows that follow. I'm not exactly sure how many rows I'm going to do for the skirt of this little dress, but I will let you know right here how many rows I'm going to do, so I will meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end. I finished making my skirt. This is what it looks like. It measures from here to here. It's about 23 centimeters, which is about 9 inches. And I did a total of 19 rows. Okay, so here what I did was I just joined here this last row to the beginning where we have the single crochet, and I cut my yarn and did a slip stitch. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this like this. So this here is going to be my right side, so I'm going to work like this, okay? The last row that I did, I worked it from the inside out, okay? So it was on the wrong side. But this row that we're going to do is we're going to work it on the right side of the dress. So I'm going to insert my hook here into the same space where I did my slip stitch, and I'm going to pull this loop here through the front like this. And I'm going to chain 1. Okay, so here we have this fan. Okay, this fan has 5 double crochets, so into the first double crochet I'm going to make a slip stitch, chain 1, into the next, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, and into this single crochet that's here on top of this fan. Same thing. This is all you're going to do, just a chain 1 and then a slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1. This is all you're going to do all around this last row that we just did, and this is what it looks like. That's what I want here at the edge. Okay, so continue like this all around. I will meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end to finish this row. I've already cut my yarn, so here I'm just going to go into the chain 1 space, the first one that we did here, and pull up a loop and make a slip stitch, and then pass this yarn through this last loop, and here's this part done. I'm just going to hide my yarn afterwards, so this part here is done. That's what it looks like. One thing I forgot to mention is that if you want to make more rows so that your skirt is longer, you can do that. I only did 19 rows like I said, but if you want to do more, the only thing I recommend is that whichever row that you stop on, make sure that it's on the wrong side, so that when we do this last row, it's on the right side. Okay, so now here what we're going to do is we're going to work here on the neckline, and this is the right side like I said. So here on the left side is where we're going to start. So into this first stitch, I'm going to introduce a loop, this one here. I'm going to pull it through and chain 1, and into this same stitch here I'm going to make a single crochet. Then I'm going to go into the next stitch and make a single crochet and 1 single crochet all around, just like this. Okay, so continue like this all around. I will meet you here at the end to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making my single crochets all around. I have a total of 44 single crochets. Now I've put stitch markers here and here. From here to here, I have 18 single crochets. Between here and this next stitch marker, I have 8 single crochets, and between this stitch marker and here at the end, I have a total of 18 single crochets. So in total, 44 single crochets. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. Okay, so here. And what we're going to do next is into this next single crochet, we're going to work a triple crochet. Into the next 2 triple crochets together, into the next 1 triple crochet, into the next 2 triple crochets. This is the sequence we're going to follow until we come to the first stitch marker. So beginning here, I have 3 chains, so into the next single crochet, not here because this one here already has the 3 chains. So into this next single crochet, we're going to make a triple crochet. To make a triple crochet, you yarn over twice. 1, 2. Insert your hook into this next single crochet, pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on our hook. Take 2 loops off. Take 2 loops off. Take 2 loops off. Okay, and here's our first triple crochet. So into the next single crochet, we're going to make 2 triple crochets. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off. And then again, yarn over twice, insert your hook again into the same space, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off. Okay, so this is the sequence we're going to continue, like I said, until we get here to the stitch marker. Okay, so into the next single crochet, 1 triple crochet. I'm going to continue like this so that nobody gets confused. So into the next 2 triple crochets, 1, 2, 3 loops off, and 1 more into the same space. Okay, yep. Into the next 1 triple crochet, into the next 2 triple crochets, into the same space, 1, 2, into the next 1 triple crochet, into the next 2 triple crochets, into the next 1 triple crochet, into the next 2 triple crochets together, into the next single crochet, 1 triple crochet, into the next single crochet, 2 triple crochets together, into the next single crochet, 1 triple crochet, into the next 2 triple crochet together, into the next 1 triple crochet, into the next 2 triple crochets together, and into the next 1 triple crochet. And here we have this part here done. So in total, let's see how many we have. Including the 3 chains, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So we have 25 triple crochets and the 3 chains. Okay, so this part here is done. So now into the next 8 stitches, I'm going to remove my stitch marker. We're going to make 2 double crochets. So double crochet, double crochet. So into this first single crochet, we're going to make a double crochet. Into the next, 1 double crochet again. And into the next 4 single crochets, we're going to make single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now into the next 2 single crochets, we're going to make double crochets. 1, 2. Okay, and then into the next single crochet, a triple crochet. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off. Into the next single crochet, 2 triple crochets together. 1, 2, into the next 1 triple crochet, and into the next 2 triple crochets together. Continue with this same sequence all the way to the very end. This is all you're going to do. So 2 triple crochets together and then 1 triple crochet into the next, 2 triple crochets together into the next, and so on until you get to the very end. I will meet you there to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end. I have my last triple crochet here, and into this last single crochet, we're just going to make a double crochet to finish this part here. And here it is. This is what it looks like. Our collar is all done. There it is. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. And what we're going to do is we're going to make single crochets between each triple crochet. Beginning here into this first space, I'm going to make a single crochet. Into the next space, a single crochet. And into the next, a single crochet. I'm going to do this until I come to the 4 single crochets that are in the middle. So 1 single crochet between each triple crochet. Okay, and then here, these are the double crochets, so between each one, a single crochet. And then to the next 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have single crochets. So here what we're going to do is we're going to make slip stitches. So into this first, a slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch, and slip stitch. And now between each one of these stitches, beginning here, these 2 are double crochets, so beginning here we're going to make single crochets. Okay, so continue along like this, just making single crochets between each triple crochet now until you come here to the other end. I will meet you here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end. I just need to make 1 last single crochet. I've already cut my yarn because I'm going to do this next row with the color red. If you don't want to do it with another color and want to continue with the same color, you don't have to cut your yarn. So here I'm going to make my last single crochet, but I'm not going to close this last single crochet with the white. I'm going to close it with this red color. So I'm going to just do this here. Okay. And now here I'm going to chain 1 and turn. So into this first single crochet right here, I'm going to insert my hook and make a slip stitch. chain 1, into the next, slip stitch, chain 1, into the next, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1. You're going to do this all around this part here. I will meet you here to show you how we're going to work these 4 slip stitch that are right in the middle. Okay, so I'm here where we have these 4 slip stitches, and we're going to do the same thing. These 4 stitches that you see here are the slip stitches. So you're going to do this slip stitch, chain 1 into the row below, and this is what it looks like. So now we're just going to continue making our chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, all the way to the very end. Continue like this. I will meet you here to show you how we're going to finish, and then show you our finished collar, and then we're going to start on our sleeves. Okay, I finished making this row here, and I finished with a slip stitch here at the end. And here's our collar. That's what it looks like. It's all done. Okay, so now what we're going to do is on this side, still on the right side of the dress, but here on this part here of the back, here into this first row of single crochets that we did before we worked the collar, I'm going to introduce this loop here in the same color red, and I'm going to make a chain. And beginning here, this is a double crochet, so I'm going to make a single crochet, and into this next space, same thing, 2 single crochets, and again here 2 single crochets, and I'm going to do this until I come to the bottom here. So 2 single crochets into each one of these stitches on the side. Okay, so here's our last space. So same thing, 2 single crochets. Okay, and then here it's going to be a little difficult. I'm going to make a single crochet into this little hole that you see there. And then I'm going to jump to this, again, little hole there, and make a single crochet. And then we have this double crochet. So I'm going to make 2 single crochets there, and then 2 into the next, and just continue like this along the side until I come here to the very end. I will meet you here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making my last single crochet into this space here, so now we're going to chain 1 and turn, and we're going to go back down, making 1 single crochet for each single crochet that we just did. So just like this, all the way down, 1 single crochet on each single crochet. I will meet you here to show you how we're going to go from here to this other side, doing the same thing, 1 single crochet for each stitch. Okay, I'm here at the end into this last single crochet that we have here. Let's see, this one here, I'm going to make a slip stitch. I've cut my yarn, and this is how we finish this part here. I cut my yarn because if I continue with the red, this next row is going to be on the wrong side. So I've decided to just cut my yarn, and this part here is done. So now we're going to start again up here with the color red. So I'm going to insert my hook here into this first stitch and bring this loop through the front and make 1 chain. Now on this side here, we're going to make our buttonhole. So into this first single crochet here, I'm going to make a single crochet. I'm going to chain 1 and skip 1 single crochet, and into the next 1 single crochet. Okay, so here's our first buttonhole. Now I'm going to make 5 single crochets. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, skip 1 single crochet, and into the next 1 single crochet, and then again 5 single crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets, chain 1, skip 1 single crochet, and into the next 1 single crochet, 1, 2, and into this last single crochet here I'm going to make a slip stitch. I've already cut my yarn, just going to pass this through, and here's this part done. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so there it is. Now this yarn here and this one here I'm going to leave, and I'm going to pass this to the other side into this little hole here. Right there, and then I'm just going to tie these two together back here. Just like this, so that this this side here stays like this. It overlaps this one here like this. Okay, so this part here is done. So now let me show you how to make your sleeves. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make your sleeve. I've already attached my buttons, and that's what they look like. Okay, so here in this this side here we have this fan that's right in the middle. Right here I'm going to insert my hook and bring this loop through the front and chain 3. 1, just going to pull this back here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now here we have these 3 double crochets. We're going to skip 1, 2, and then insert your hook right here, and we're going to make a stitch reduction. So yarn over, insert your hook, take 2 loops off, yarn over again, skip this double crochet, and into this space here insert your hook, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on my hook, close. Okay, so here's my first stitch reduction, which counts as your first double crochet of this row. Okay, and including the 3 chains we have 2. So now again we're going to work one more stitch reduction into these 2 stitches. This one here is a double crochet that's right across. Here we're going to yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into the next space, take 2 loops off, 3 loops on my hook, close. Okay, so now we have our 2 stitch reductions, which count as a double crochet from here on. So into this next double crochet right here, right on top, we're going to make a double crochet on top of the next, and so on, just making 1 double crochet on top of each one of these double crochets all around. I will meet you here on this other side right before we start working this part here to show you how we're going to work this part here and then finish this first row. Okay, I'm about to finish this first row. I have 4 more stitches to go, and up to this point here I have a total of 24 double crochets, including the 3 chains and these 2 reduction stitches that we did at the beginning. So 24 stitches up to here, and then we need to do 2 more. So yarn over, insert your hook into this next space, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook into the next space, take off 2 loops, close. Here's our first stitch reduction, and then we're going to work the next stitch reduction into this stitch and then between this double crochet and these 2 double crochets. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook between this double crochet, take 2 loops off, 3 loops, close. Okay, so now here we have a total of 26 double crochets, including the 3 chains and these 4 stitch reductions, which count as 1 double crochet. So to finish this first row, just join here to the beginning with a slip stitch, and here's our first row. One thing I forgot to mention is that if you don't want to make sleeves on your dress, you can leave it as it is. I think it looks beautiful just as it is. I would just recommend to make one row of single crochets and then make your last row just like we did here around the collar in this nice little stitch that we have here. And then in white, I would do that so that you have a nice contrast between the white and the red. Okay, just like here and then around the neckline. Okay, that's just an option. So now to make the second row, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. Okay, so here we're going to work 1 stitch reduction here at the beginning. So yarn over, insert your hook on top of this first stitch, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, take 2 loops off, and close. And then here you just continue around, just making 1 double crochet for each double crochet that we have on the previous row all around. Continue like this. I will meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to finish this second row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row. I have these 2 stitches to work. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, 3 loops, close. Okay, and here's our stitch reduction. To finish, we're just going to join here to the beginning of the 3 chains with a slip stitch. And here's the second row. In total, all around for this second row, we have 24 double crochets, including these 2 stitch reductions at the beginning and at the end, and the 3 chains. So 24 double crochets. Now for rows 3 through 8, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn. For every row, you're going to turn. And here what we're going to do is just make double crochets on top of each one of these double crochets all around, just like this. We're not going to make any more reductions, so it's just double crochets all around. At the end of every row, you're always going to be left with 24 double crochets. Once you finish this row, you're going to join here to the beginning with a slip stitch, chain 3, and turn and do the same thing. I will meet you at the end of the 8th row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of the 8th row. I just have these last 2 double crochets to work. So here we're going to work a stitch reduction. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, 3 loops, close. And here to finish, just join here to the beginning with a slip stitch. So now for this 8th row, we have a total of 23 double crochets. Now for the 9th row, we're going to chain 3 and turn. And here we're just going to work 1 double crochet on top of each one of these double crochets of your previous row all around, just making double crochets. Here at the end, we're going to work another stitch reduction, so continue like this. I will meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to complete this 9th row and then start on the 10th row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 9th row. To finish, we're going to work a stitch reduction into these last 2 stitches. So pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, and close. And here you're just going to join to the beginning with a slip stitch. And here's our 9th row. In total, you should have 22 double crochets. So now for the next row, row 10, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to work single crochets all around. We're not going to turn, so we're just going to make single crochets like this all around. Okay, so continue like this. I will meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to complete this 10th row and then start on our 11th row. Okay, I finished making this single crochet row all around, and I just joined here to the beginning with a slip stitch and I cut my yarn. So now with the white yarn here, I'm going to pull this loop through the front like this. Okay, and this is still on the right side. This is the right side still. Okay, so we're going to work this row in the same way we did the single crochet rows. So now here we're going to chain 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and into this first single crochet right here, I'm going to make a triple crochet. So insert your hook, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off. Again, yarn over twice, insert your hook, pull up a loop, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off. This is all we're going to do all around on each one of these single crochets, so continue like this. I will meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to finish this row and then start on our next row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this row of triple crochets. I have a total of 23 triple crochets all around, and I did one last triple crochet right here where we have the slip stitch. That's why I have one extra one all around. Okay, so here we're going to join to the beginning where we have these 4 chains with a slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 1 and turn. And here what we're going to do is we're going to work single crochets between each one of these triple crochets beginning here. So 1 single crochet between each triple crochet. Continue like this all around. I will meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to finish this row and then show you the last row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this single crochet row. I'm going to skip this triple crochet and just join here to the beginning with a slip stitch. I've already cut my yarn and I'm just going to pass this through this last loop. And this is all I'm going to do for this sleeve, and this is what it looks like. Okay, I was going to do this last row like we did around the neckline, but I'm just going to leave it like this. Okay, so now you're going to do the exact same thing that we did here on the sleeve, you're going to do on this other side. So I will do that and then I will come back and show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making my other sleeve. This is what it looks like. It's exactly like this one here. Okay, and here's my baby dress. It's all done. I made 2 bows and then I attached it with needle and thread to this double crochet and then to this ribbon that's going all around. The bows are done separately, and all you do is just weave this ribbon all around the front and the back. And the way that I did it, oh, and here's the ribbon that I used. This ribbon here is the one that goes around this part here, around the waist and around the back. It's 3/8 of an inch, and then this one here is what I used to make the 2 little bows, these 2 bows, and this one is 5/8 of an inch. Okay, and I will leave a link to a tutorial where I show how to make these bows up here, or you can just in YouTube search how to make ribbon bows with finger, and that's exactly how I did it. So let me show you the back. Here's the back, and to do the ribbon here around the last row, this row here is where we divided the sleeve. All I did was I got about 12 inches of this ribbon and I put it through a needle like this, and I just started weaving it through here like this, in, out, in, out, in, out, like this all around. And then you just pull it and then you fix it to make sure it's not twisted or anything, like this all around. Okay, when you come here to the end, I just went under the sleeve and then came out to this other end and then did the front side. And that's how I did this part here. Also, I will show you how I did my buttons, so I will show you that now. Okay, many of you have asked me how I attach my buttons to my garments, and this is a quick way that I do mine, and I've never had any problems where they come off once you wash them. So what I do is I cut about 12 inches of yarn, whatever yarn that I'm using. In this case, I'm using this medium number 4, which has 4 strands, and what I do is I just split it in half, so 2 strands on each side. So I just pull this, and with this I tie my buttons. I don't sew them, I tie them. So here I have my button that I'm going to use, and I did this with my yarn. I just put it across the little hole. In this case, I like to use these buttons. So now what I'm going to do is my buttonhole is right here, so I'm going to determine which stitch here is I guess the best spot to put my button, and I think is this one here. Okay, so I'm going to now insert my needle between this stitch. see this stitch right there? I'm going to insert my needle like this and put this end through this side and pull. My button is still here, and then now this other end I'm going to go through the opposite side. So on this side I went through this side first, and now I'm going to go through this side, and I'm just going to pull and let go. And now here I'm going to tie this. I'm going to tie it at least, I don't know, 5-6 times so that it doesn't come undone, just like this. And then what I do is just weave these ends through the back here, or cut it, whatever you want to do. I sometimes cut it, I sometimes don't. I just depends what I want to do. So here I'm just going to weave it here at on the back, and now as you can see it's nice and secured. It's not going to come off or anything. And now I can do this, and now this, it's done. Okay, just thought I'd show you, for those of you who have asked. I've had many people ask me, and this is how I do my buttons. Okay, so now that you have seen how I did my buttons, here is my finished dress, and that's what it looks like. Okay, and then these bows, after I made them, I just sewed them to this double crochet here and through the ribbon here so that it doesn't move. See, they're there. And here's the finished dress. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, so this has been today's tutorial. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.